Central Virginia's longest-running high school academic quiz show. Battle of the Brains, presented by Virginia 529 College Savings Plan. And now, host Cheryl Miller.
Hello and good morning. Thanks for joining us for Battle of the Brains. I'm Cheryl Miller. We're excited to be able to bring you a new season of Battle, though we have had to make some changes to the way our academic challenges played due to the pandemic situation. Our competition still welcomes teams from schools all across the Commonwealth of Virginia, joining us remotely. Today's teams are the Knights of Cave Spring High School, coached by Tamara Carson. Cave Spring High School is part of the Roanoke County School District in the southwestern section of the state. The public secondary school has an enrollment of about 1,000 students. And also joining us remotely today, the Chiefs of Monacan High School, coached by Cameron Fisk and Sean Hollingshead. Monacan High School is a public high school in Chesterfield County, which is a suburb of Richmond. The school serves about 1,500 students. And it's so good to have these 8 students with us all remotely today. And because we can't all be together, here is how the gameplay has changed. We will have toss-up rounds, but questions will be directed to each student and will alternate between teams. And there is no point deduction for an incorrect answer. So teams, let's get ready for the first toss-up round. We're going to start with Cave Spring High School. Our first question goes to Nathan. Nathan, located in Tibet, Potala Palace is a protected landmark site that once served as the winter palace of what spiritual leader?
I know.
And that would be the Dalai Lama. Monacan, Sydney. During the Revolutionary War, who were the trained civilians of the Massachusetts militia ready to engage at a moment's notice? Those are the Minutemen. Cave Spring, Bennett. Who is the only U.S. president to pardon another U.S. president?
Gerald Ford.
That is correct. He pardoned Richard Nixon in 1974. Monacan, Maddie. There is concern among some politicians about the app TikTok because the company that owns it is located in which country?
China.
China is correct. Cave Spring, Scott. The Valley of the Shadow of Death, Vanity Fair, and the Celestial City are places in what allegorical novel about Christian's journey by John Bunyan?
Pilgrim's Progress.
That is correct. Monacan, Nicholas. The largest Portuguese-speaking city in the world, what is the most populous city south of the equator?
Rio de Janeiro.
It would be Sao Paulo, Brazil. Cave Spring, Sophia. Name the movie and TV star who won an Oscar for her role as Oda Mae Brown in the movie Ghost and is a co-host of the daily talk show The View.
No answer.
That would be Whoopi Goldberg. Monacan High School, Sam. For centuries, this famous mountain road served as a highway for invaders of the Indian subcontinent. Name this pass located along the Afghan-Pakistan border.
The Khyber Pass.
Khyber Pass is correct. Cave Spring, Nathan. The retina in the human eye has 2 types of cells. One type is the rods. What is the other?
Cone.
Cone is correct. Monacan High School, Sydney. Constructed in Houston in 1964 and named the 8th wonder of the world, what is the world's first multi-purpose domed sports stadium? That is the Astrodome. Cave Spring, Bennett. Steven Spielberg's 2012 movie Lincoln deals with the passage of which constitutional amendment?
13th.
13th is correct. Monacan High School, Maddie. If a train is traveling at 40 miles per hour, how long will it take to go 190 miles? And that would be 4 hours, 45 minutes. Cave Spring, Scott. Who was the British monarch during the American Revolutionary War?
George III.
George III is correct. Monacan, Nicholas. In Greek literature, this legendary hero was husband to Penelope. Who was this king who devised the strategy of the Trojan horse? And that was Odysseus. Cave Spring, Sophia. In biology, it is the liquid portion of the blood in which the cells are suspended. What is this 6-letter word?
Plasma.
Plasma is correct. Monacan, Sam. Which 2 of Santa's reindeer are named for the German words for thunder and lightning?
Blitzer and Vixen.
It would be Donner.
Blitzen and Vixen.
Donner and Blitzen. Cave Spring. All right, we will continue it with Nathan when we get back to our toss-up rounds, but for now, we'll meet today's players when we come back, and then they'll take on the category round, so stay with us.
Welcome back to Battle of the Brains, presented by Virginia 529 College Savings Plan.
Here are the scores following the first toss-up round here on Battle of the Brains. Cave Spring High School with 60 points and Monacan High School with 20 points. We'll get back to our match just ahead, but first we want to introduce you to today's players who are joining us remotely today. Let's start with our team from Cave Spring High School. They are the Knights, coached by Tamara Carson. And first up is Nathan Sprouse. Nathan is a sophomore who is a musician. He plays clarinet, oboe, bassoon, and cello, and enjoys arranging music and as well as writing music. Our team captain is Bennett Snyder, who is a senior. He says this is his 5th year on the academic team. He's also a camp counselor and a member of the French club. He enjoys studying history and watching movies in his free time. Scott Rose is a senior. He's been participating in academic team also for 5 years. He enjoys reading and playing video games. He also enjoys Dungeons and Dragons. And Sophia Shoemaker is a sophomore. She's on the school's cross-country team and enjoys reading and painting in her free time. That is our team from Cave Spring High School. Good to have them here with us on Battle of the Brains. Now let's meet our team from Monacan High School. They are the Chiefs. Their coaches are Cameron Fisk and Sean Hollingshead. First up on the team from Monacan High School is Sydney Clayton. Sydney is a senior who enjoys playing basketball and soccer. She's applying to William & Mary for early decision, hopes to major in environmental science and minor in creative writing. The team captain from Monacan is Maddie Heller. Maddie is a senior. She's enrolled in the Monacan Center for the Humanities. She rows for River City Crew and is a member of the Latin Club. She hopes to attend Princeton to study philosophy and the classics. Nicholas Thornton is a senior. He's enrolled in the Center for Humanities at Monacan. He plays lacrosse, he sings in the high school choir, and hopes to go to UVA and major in economics. And wrapping up our team is Sam Wittenbreaker, who is a senior. He's captain of the varsity basketball and volleyball teams and a member of the lacrosse team, plans to attend UVA School of Nursing. And that's our team from Monacan High School. Good to have them with us here as well, playing virtually here on Battle of the Brains. Now it's time for our category round, where each team will select one 10-question category from today's choices. If a team gets all of its questions correct in the allotted time, they'll receive a 20-point bonus. Teams, here are today's categories from which you may choose. They are the word rock, seconds, and P's and Q's. And we do note that in this round, only the captains can officially answer for the team, though they may confer with their teammates to try to come up with the correct answers. For this category round, the high score team gets first choice of categories. So Cave Spring, you will go first. Bennett, talk it over quickly with your teammates. Let me know what category you would like to play.
What are y'all thinking?
Probably not the word rock. Maybe which of the last 2 you guys want to do?
Maybe P's and Q's.
Okay, let's do
that
P's and
sounds
Q's.
good with
P's
me.
and Q's.
We'll choose P's and Q's.
All right, I'll
Cheryl.
give you a definition of a word. You provide the word that begins, the answer will either begin with the letter P or Q. The first is a waiting line.
Very good.
Q?
Q.
Q.
Q is
Q is our
correct.
answer.
A fenced area used for grazing horses.
Pasture.
That
Our answer is pasture.
is correct, or a paddock. The roof of the mouth.
Palette.
Yeah.
Our answer is palette.
Correct. A proportional share assigned to members of a group or a production assignment.
Portion?
Our answer is portion.
It would be a quota. Epidemic affecting a large and wide proportion of the population.
Our answer is pandemic.
That is correct. In the nursery rhyme, Jack was nimble and this.
Quick.
Our answer is quick.
Correct. The minimum number of members of a committee or organization who must be present in order to conduct business.
No answer.
That would be a quorum. The skin of an animal with the fur or hair still on it.
Pelt.
Our answer is pelt.
Correct. A physical theory that certain properties occur in discrete amounts.
Anything?
So,
Do you have?
quantum. Oh, sorry.
And that would be quantum. All right. Monacan High School, the word rock or seconds. Madeline, talk it over with your team. Let me know what you would like to play.
What do you guys?
Seconds will probably be the second people to
Seconds.
do something. You want to do that? I was thinking that might be a little harder.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe rock.
All right, I'm good with rock.
It's the word rock.
You're going to go with the word rock? All right. Identify each of the following, each of which is associated with the word rock or includes the letters R-O-C-K in the answer in that order. The first is co-founder of Standard Oil.
Rockefeller.
Our answer is Rockefeller.
John D. Rockefeller is correct. The capital of Arkansas.
Little Rock.
Little Rock.
Correct. Rock formed from limestone by heat and pressure used in monuments.
Igneous.
This isn't a rock in it.
But it's a type of rock, though.
Our answer is igneous.
It would be marble. City that is the site of the dome of the rock.
I have no idea. Pass.
No answer. Pass.
That would be Jerusalem. National symbol of Ireland.
Shamrock.
Our answer is Shamrock.
Correct. Nickname of actor Dwayne Johnson.
The
Our
Rock.
answer is The Rock.
Yeah, that is correct. Ancient rock fragment used to decipher the Egyptian system of writing.
Rosetta Stone.
Rosetta Stone.
That is correct. A type or style of music.
Our answer is rock. Rock and roll.
That is correct. Rock and roll. What you would get in a drink served on the rocks.
Ice.
Ice.
Our answer is ice.
That's correct. Former island-based federal prison simply called The Rock.
Alcatraz.
Our answer is Alcatraz.
And that is correct. Good job on your category as well. Up next, we have another toss-up round here on Battle of the Brains, so stay with us.
Welcome back to Battle of the Brains, presented by Virginia 529 College Savings Plan.
Here are the scores following the category round here on Battle of the Brains. Cave Spring High School with 90 points, Monacan High School with 60 points. And now it's back to Battle of the Brains and another toss-up round. Again, questions this season are being directed to individual players, alternating between teams, and no point deduction for an incorrect answer. We're going to start this toss-up round going to Cave Spring High School. Nathan, you get the first question in this round. In 1926, Gertrude Ederle was the first woman to swim across what body of water between the cities of Calais and Dover?
The English Channel.
That is correct. All right, Monacan. Sydney. What actor became the first African-American man to be nominated for 2 Acting Academy Awards in the same year? Best Actor for Ray and Best Supporting Actor for Collateral. That would be Jamie Foxx. Cave Spring, Bennett. According to the Brothers Grimm version of Sleeping Beauty, how long did she sleep?
16 years.
It would be 100 years. Monacan, Maddie. In another Grimm fairy tale, Rumpelstiltskin could spin hay into gold. Spell Rumpelstiltskin.
Rumpelstiltskin.
Good job, that is correct. Cave Spring, Scott. Name the Canadian province with a predominantly French-speaking population.
Quebec.
Quebec is correct. Monacan, Nicholas. It is one of the most popular advertising icons in the United States. Name the animated mascot for the Geico Insurance Company. He's a gecko, but if we want to get technical, his name is Martin. All right, Monacan High School. Sam. No, I'm off. Sophia, Cave Spring, is that correct? All right, Sophia on Cave Spring. This measurement is determined by the number of protons an atom contains in its nucleus. Name this measurement.
Atomic weight.
It is the atomic number. Monacan, now we go to Sam. Is that correct, judges? Yes. All right. Virginia native Vince Gilligan won an Emmy Award for Best Drama Series. For what TV series featuring high school teacher Walter White?
Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad is correct. Cave Spring, Nathan, in what sport can you score from the paint?
Tennis.
That would be basketball. Monacan High School, Sydney, what naturalist spent 5 years on the HMS Beagle?
Charles Darwin.
Charles Darwin is correct. Cave Spring, Bennett. In geometry, what is the line segment between 2 points on a given curve?
Bisector.
It would be the chord. Monacan, Maddie. What rapper shares daughter Culture with Migos rapper Offset? And that would be Cardi B. Cave Spring, Scott. This man defeated the Jin dynasty of China and the Khwarizmid Empire of Persia before his 1227 death. Name this founder of the Mongol dynasty.
Genghis Khan.
That is correct. Monacan, Nicholas. In a famous story, the Sheriff of Nottingham was the nemesis of the Earl from Locksley. Who was Locksley's outlaw alter ego? That is Robin Hood. Cave Spring, Sophia. Norwegian Wood is a song from the Beatles album Rubber Soul. Spell Norwegian.
Norwegian.
It is Norwegian. You added an extra I. And that buzzer means the end of this toss-up round. We have one more to go, and we'll have today's winner here on Battle of the Brains. Stay with us.
Welcome back to Battle of the Brains, presented by Virginia 529 College Savings Plan.
Here are the scores as we head into this final round here on Battle of the Brains. Cave Spring High School with 120 points, Monacan High School with 90 points. And now for this final toss-up round, the point score for a correct answer is doubled. There is no deduction for an incorrect answer. And again, in this virtual version of Battle of the Brains, we are directing questions to individual students and alternating between the teams. All right, we're going to start this final toss-up round with Monacan High School. And Sam, here is your question. As part of his 12 labors, Hercules was tasked with cleaning which stables? That would be the Augean stables. Cave Spring, Nathan. Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated in 1968 on the balcony of what Memphis hotel?
Motel 6.
It's actually the Lorraine Motel. Monacan, Sydney. The Falcon 9 is a reusable two-stage rocket developed and manufactured by what company?
SpaceX.
SpaceX is correct. Cave Spring, Bennett. This American inventor patented the first practical method for quick freezing foods. Who is this man with an avian-like surname? It would be Clarence Birdseye. Monacan, Maddie. What indigenous American name was carved into a tree at the site of North Carolina's Lost Colony? That would be the word Croatan. Cave Spring, Scott. What ordinal hour on the clock refers to the last possible moment to take effective action?
11.
That is correct, the 11th hour. Monacan, Nicholas. The preferred name of the Muslim religion is Islam. What is the literal translation of that word in English? It would be submission or surrender to the will of God. Cave Spring, Sophia. What is the British public television network funded by an annual licensing fee levied to anyone who owns a television set?
BBC.
BBC is correct. Monacan, Sam. What branch of mathematics deals with limits, derivatives, definite integrals, and power series?
Calculus.
Calculus is correct. Cave Spring, Nathan. There are currently how many justices on the U.S. Supreme Court?
9?
That is correct. There is 9. All right, Monacan, Sydney. In the summer of 2020, what man was relieved of his duties as president and chancellor of Liberty University in Lynchburg, Virginia? And that would be Jerry Falwell, Jr. All right, Cave Spring, Bennett. You may need your pencil and paper for this one. Tom's mother is twice as old as Tom. The difference in their ages is 29. How old is Tom? Tom is 29. Monacan, Maddie. The two double bonds and a linear shape characterize which atmospheric gas converted by plants to oxygen?
Carbon dioxide.
That is correct. Cave Spring, Scott. In geometry, what is the term for a flat surface that extends endlessly in all directions?
A plane.
Plane is correct. Monacan, Nicholas. In what 1967 war against Egypt, Jordan, and Syria did Israel capture the Gaza Strip, the Sinai Peninsula, and the West Bank in less than a week? That was the 6-day war. And that buzzer is the end of our game. While our judges double-check the final score for us, here's how to stay connected with Battle of the Brains. You can go to battleofthebrains.net. You can also find us on Facebook and full episodes of our show on our YouTube page. And as we continue round 1 of our new season of Battle of the Brains, please join us next week when we virtually welcome teams from Richmond's Collegiate School and Fort Defiance High School in Augusta County. And now here's the final score for today's match, determining which team will continue on in this season's competition. The team from Monacan ends the match with 150 points. Great job today by Sydney, Maddie, Nicholas, and Sam. Our winners and going on to the next round, the team from Cave Spring High School, Nathan, Bennett, Scott, and Sophia. Congratulations, and we'll see you all in the next round. I'm Cheryl Miller. Thanks so much for watching and playing along here on Battle of the Brains. We'll see you back here next Saturday morning. Thanks, teams.
Battle of the Brains, presented by Virginia 529 College Savings Plan.